Hi everybody, I'm Oriana Shea and this is Keegan Cin, who is a rockstar agent on my team. And today, we're here to give you a local market update and 2022 forecast. We have a lot to cover, so let's just dive right in. I've invited Keegan to join me for this conversation because he is the analytical on the team. He loves to geek out on the numbers and data, bless your heart. Keegan, let's talk briefly about what the market looks like today versus this time at the beginning of last year in 2021.
Yeah, and I think we had a whirlwind year last year, and everyone's really curious how things are going to kind of shift and progress this year. There are really four key points that we always look at that give us a strong indication of where the market is heading. We look at where the average sale price is compared to last year. We also look at how long homes are staying on market. We look at the median home days on market. And then we also look at the list price to the sale price, where it was initially put on the market and where it ended up selling at. And lastly, the inventory. How much supply we have on the market compared to last year in the sense of months.
This is the scariest thing when we get to that, because I've never seen it as low as it is.
I've never seen it this low either.
Never.
Even when you look at the last 20 years, it's never been this low.
Yeah. So
let's look at the single family homes in the three cities that are nearby. Let's look at Long Beach and Lakewood, so we're staying in LA County, and then let's also touch base on Huntington Beach, so we're going into Orange.
Great. Orange County, touch of Orange County.
Yep, touch of Orange County.
Okay.
This year, the percentage difference of the average sale price is double digits across the board. Long Beach went from a average sale price about $642,000, jumped all the way up to $790,000.
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
So that's a 11.4% difference that in 1 year, just by those people who got in already had a home, instant equity.
Let's just get this straight, people. This is single family homes.
This is single family.
The average price in all of Long Beach is $790,000 right now.
Yeah. And I think one thing that really snuck up to me this year is so often we kind of saw Lakewood as kind of like the little sibling to Long Beach, where people kind of look towards it.
Yeah, no, not so much.
That's kind of left behind. Last year we had average sale price at $605,000, and this year we're at $754,000. So a 14.7%
For a single family
increase.
home, yeah, Lakewood went up for almost 15% in a year.
In 1 year. And then if we dive down into Huntington Beach, Huntington Beach has a wide variety of homes. The average home was being around $935,000. Well, this year they crossed the million mark, and not by a little. They are now averaging at $1.14 million for the average sale in Huntington Beach.
And let's really put this in perspective. Huntington Beach is a huge city. I mean, just like
Huge
Long
city.
Beach.
Yeah, huge city. They have stuff that's way more inland, stuff close to the ocean. So we've seen a wide average, and this year it's really crept
So
up.
also almost another 15% jump in 1 year.
Yep.
In Huntington Beach. That's crazy.
That's insane. And in addition to those insane increases, the median days on market, how long when I put a property on market until it's under contract, is severely down. We aren't even in double digits. We are between 7 and 9 days until a home is under contract.
That's crazy. So let's talk about list price to sale price ratio. So just to break it down, when you put a home on the market, the list price versus what it's actually selling for. I mean, and people are getting spoiled with this. This is just now the new normal, which is frightening on our side of it because we have no control of the market, but let's talk a little bit about what that looks like.
Yeah, and it is frightening because, as you said, we can go in there doing everything perfect. We know where the market is, and then
the market
shifts
in a day, but that's not happening right now.
Yeah, last year we saw Long Beach now crossing list price 100%. Before it was just under 100%. Most homes went over, some went under, so the average was just below 100%. Right now, that average list price to sale price ratio is 102.2%.
That's crazy. That's the average.
That's the average.
Okay, and let's talk about Lakewood.
Lakewood, they were already over 100% a little bit last year, but we did go up again. They're now at 103.6% from list price to sale price.
And then Huntington Beach.
Huntington had a big jump, but it was interesting because Huntington's average kind of stayed below 100%. And I think that's because they had so much beachfront that the higher price
So that's
could
the
go
other
down.
thing. They have a much higher percentage of a luxury market, which does move slower than the median price points.
Yep, or at least historically.
Historically, and even in that market, we've seen some staggering quick sales.
Yep, so even now in
Yeah.
Huntington, list price to sale price,
Almost 103.
100.9%.
Yeah.
I guess last thing we really should talk about, and the thing that's intimidating for us, is that inventory, or really the lack thereof, is really what we're going to be
Yes.
talking about. This is a strong indication as to why we aren't going to see pricing slowing down or normalizing, I think.
This is really important, guys.
Again, a normal market's inventory for where we say it's a stable market is between 3 and 4 months. 5 to 6 months is considered a really healthy market.
6 months supply is historically a normal market.
Yep. So this indicates how much inventory, how many homes, if they were out there, if nothing new came on the market, how long it would take until all the homes were bought up by the current demand of the buyers. Yeah, Long Beach is down drastically, 43.5%, which means that we are now down to 1.3 months of actual inventory. And that's the entire city, and we're 500,000 people for that city.
We need houses to sell, people.
And you know, as bad as we think it is, or tough we think it is for us, Lakewood's suffering even more. They crossed below 1 month of inventory.
That's insane.
So if everyone kept buying and no new homes came up by the end of this month, it would all be gone. They're at 0.9 months of inventory, or down 18.2% since last year.
In Huntington Beach?
Huntington, again, we talk about how those higher luxuries tend to sit longer. Not anymore. I mean, Huntington Beach's inventory is down 42.9% to just 1.2 months. It's insane.
That's insane. So if you're wondering if now is a good time to sell, people, hello, you have no competition. There is no better time to sell. Sorry, I had to throw that in there because it's like, come on. If you're gonna move, now is the time to do it.
Now is the time. It puts you in a strong position. The interest rates are still low.
Are you going to wait for the interest rates to go up and then decide to move? Hello, move. If you're going to move. Sorry, I had to go there.
It's true.
Okay, so now I want to talk about what everyone keeps asking us is about the interest rates and what we're hearing about the rates going up. We have been following this very closely. In a nutshell, according to Goldman Sachs, they expect the Fed to raise interest rates 3 to 4 times this year. Initially, they had predicted the Fed would raise the rates 3 times, but now they're saying it's going to be possibly one more than previously stated. Why? Because they need to slow down inflation and tighten up the job market. How does this impact the housing market? Well, with prices continuing to rise, the longer that people wait, the more they will pay for that same property. Did somebody just say this a few minutes ago? I think she did. And no, there is no indication that it's slowing down anytime soon, people. So those of you that keep saying, I'm gonna wait for prices to come down, you're going to be in for a rude awakening 6 months to a year from now.
So really you're saying that just by that waiting, they are gonna be paying way more for the same house.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And if they really wanted to pay that much more, they could just change their budget today and get a lower interest rate and get a different or even bigger, better house.
Right.
For that same price that they may pay in 6 months.
This is why he's my rock star. Yes, in a nutshell, it really doesn't make sense to wait, you guys. So if you have questions and you found this informative, we would love to hear from you. Please comment down below, like, subscribe. We would love to talk to you more about the market. And if you are thinking about selling, we're happy to provide you with the information you need to make an informative decision. Thanks so much for watching, and bye for now.